Well, it is Crazy Joe. Very, very, very proud of what I did to Billy Scumbag. He had it coming. He pushed my buttons, and he had it coming. And I have no regrets whatsoever. No regrets whatsoever. Because, you know, all these people, boyfriends of him, of his, I should say, have have attacked me with personal information, threats of violence. Look, let's let's really say what it is, okay? For what it is. First of all, they're full of shit. They ain't gonna do nothing. They can threaten me all they want. They can say my address all they want. They can say my name all they want. Like I said in a video not long ago, I've been on CB radio for 50 years. And I dealt with this nonsense before. This is nothing new to me. I'm not like, look at the people in UCOC. They're giving out my name and address. Ooh. Don't bother me. Because, you know why it don't bother me? It don't bother me because I can give as good as I get. And since I've been on UCOC, I've given as good as I get. As a matter of fact, I think I've hurt more people's feelings than anybody out there. I hold my own. I'm like a one man fucking army. I can embarrass and humiliate anyone on social media. And that includes UCOC, Instacock, TikTok, whatever. Clappercock. I've always held my own. So that's not a problem. And but anyway, I might be on tonight. I don't know yet. We got to see. But yeah, things are not what they used to be. But what keeps me going, okay, anybody else would have quit, would have walked away from all this. Because I've been fighting with the same jerk off for 6 years now. But I'll never stop. And if they want to fight to the end of time, I will do that. Till one of us drops dead. You know what I mean? Of natural causes, heart attack, cancer, whatever. I'm never giving up with this fucking jerk off. Never. And he better understand that I am never going to give up the fight. And I'm never going to give up the fight against losers like his boyfriend losers and people like that who are scum of the earth. But I was actually happy. Not because of what I did, but because, I'll tell you why I was happy. This jerk off loser, this douchebag, Brokeback Mountain, the only thing he could do to me is do the things he's been doing, right? And he thinks that that's effective. It's not effective to me. It means nothing. He can keep it up all he wants. He can come up with different plans, whatever, to try to fuck fuck me around. It ain't gonna work. Because the main thing that I have going for me is that I'm still gonna do my show, whether it's on Dare Talk Radio, whether it's on another station, even if it's on my station. Because the thing is that uh, I can always get another gig. Okay? I can always get another gig. There's hundreds of thousands of stations out there. And Brokeback Mountain will never know what station I'm on. Because I could keep a secret. And that will, you know, and we're going to have to take very strict measures to secure our security. And that might, I think we may have a rat in our organization. Because how else would Brokeback Mountain and Donkey Boy and Ratso find out within 2 weeks of my new UCOC website? Because there was a rat that told them. And I want that rat to know that I know. So, unfortunately, for the people that I know, we may have to cut ties. Because we cannot take a chance on having our security. Now, that includes. Now, I will give out. Okay, here's how we're going to do it. If we're lucky enough and privileged enough to get another gig, meaning another station, we're not going to give out that station here on UCOC or anywhere else on the internet. Ain't happening. Because of the rat that I suspect, unless you tell me, and I'm talking about the people that know me, unless you tell me who the rat is, you have to give up the rat. If you don't give up the rat, then we're not going to say what station we're on. But the only time we will advertise our show, because whether we're with another station or our own station, if we decide that we're going to go for broke on our station, which most likely we might do, because we have to look at it this way. We can't get fired from our own station, and that's the crazyjoeshow.com. We cannot get fired from there. We're the boss. And we can advertise it because who the fuck cares about people coming on our website and trying to harass us? Ain't gonna happen. And we're going to be right here uh, on UCock, and we're going to just advertise. And we know how to do that on UCock. And we're not going to get involved in Brokeback Mountain and Donkey Boy and Ratso and all these scumbag losers. Uh, we're going to be a straight up internet radio show. And I'm not giving in to these scumbags. So these scumbags can talk all the shit they want, make all the stupid fucking comments and videos they want, because I'm starting to realize right now that that means nothing. Because in the scope of things, the only thing that means something is my show and how I promote my show, and I can promote it in secret. Brokeback is not going to find out nothing. I guarantee you, because I'm going to eliminate the advertising because we have a rat. So no more advertising. We may come on UCock once in a while to, you know, like this video. Nobody's bothering me. I'm not on live. You know, all the problems happen when I'm on live. That's when all the problems happen. And I'm going to eliminate that. So it's going to be difficult because I love to come on live. But because of Brokeback Mountain and his bullshit, now we have to use a different approach to assure our security. And we're not talking about anything physical because he's a punk and he's a coward. And he won't meet me one on one. And if he came to New York, I know he'll bring his boyfriends with him because he's a coward. And he should, because, you know, I would destroy him. I would probably do more than that. But, like I said, I'm thinking about what to do now. And in the next week or so, we're going to think about, because right now we are suspended from Dare Talk Radio. And it could be a permanent, right? Which, whatever. You know? I'm not, you know, General Scotty has to do what he's got to do in his best interest. We are always going to be friends. And if I can help him and if he can help me, he will and I will. And I'll tell you what kind of good friends we are. If I went to his house in Australia, he would welcome me with full arms and he would let me stay for the duration of my stay. Okay? So that might happen one day. I don't know. I got to save up a lot of money for that. But I'm just giving you scumbags an example of how me and the boss, and he will always be the boss to me, General Scotty, we're always going to be like this. So here's the again summing up the situation. Yes, I am suspended from Radio X. I'm looking for possibly another gig with another station. which Brokeback Mountain and the rest of the scumbags ain't gonna know, because we're going to eliminate uh, people. You know, we can't, we cannot trust people here on UCOC, so we're going to eliminate all that shit. No more, uh, no more friends, no more subscribers. The only time we're going to open up subscribers is when we go back to doing our show on the Crazy Joe Show, because that's our website. That's us. Uh, and I'm not going to change YouTube. I'm going to keep this YouTube channel. If I get a gig, I get a gig. You know? And, all right, let me put it this way. Let me recant. Whether I get a gig with another station or I do it on my own with my own website, I will. Well, it depends on the station. I will give them a rundown on Billy, 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 Billy. I will give them a rundown if I decide. But I have to have reassurances from the station manager that he is not going to be swayed by douchebag, Brokeback Mountain scumbag. He has to sign an agreement, a contract. So I don't know if these people are willing to do that. I want it in writing. Just because I said so, right? I like things in writing. I want it in writing, and if he agrees to it, that he's not going to be uh, persuaded by Billy, we can start work for that station. He's going to have to be another General Scotty, okay? And I appreciate what General Scotty did for me. He did not listen to Billy, didn't listen to him at all. And then we can, you know, have subscribers. We can have whatever, uh, you know, for the show. Uh, as far as we probably won't have friends here because whatever. I don't want friends. I don't need friends. I just need subscribers. And I'll get subscribers as long as the boss is cool. The new boss is cool. Because I'm assuming I'm not going to be with Radio X. But it looks more and more that it's very hard to find probably somebody like that. So most likely I might go back to doing my independent show, the show of shows, The Crazy Joe Show on thecrazyjoeshow.com. I won't have as many people, but I'll have freedom. And freedom is everything because I'm the boss. And no matter what happens, I will be the boss of my own channel. And Billy, you can't fire me. I'm the boss.